Hi, my name is Kristen Parkinson, and my topic is search engine optimization, sometimes referred to as SEO. So, search engine optimization is the process of maximizing the number of visitors to a particular website by ensuring that the site appears high on a list of search results returned by a search engine. Search engines such as Google, Yahoo, Ask, MSNBC, Bing, and many others. Why should you really care about search engine optimization? Well, if you're selling and marketing using a website, you need visitor traffic to your site. The key to getting more traffic lies not in just a great looking user-friendly site, which is what we're learning about in the CIT course, but also in integrating content with search engine optimization using tags, algorithms, which are keywords or terms and phrases that generate traffic to your site, and even further linking your site with social media. So do you only need to worry about the title tags, the H1 headlines, header tags, keywords, and the URLs that come to search engine optimization? The short answer is no. It is a whole combination of items. It's through the unique content and exceptional user experience with both the site content, with multimedia friendly content. All of this combines, even with social media, that can increase your traffic and impact on your search engine results. So all of this sounds great and sounds simple enough to do, right? Well, I'm going to show you just a quick example of what typing in search engine optimization could actually get you. It's going to get you 186 million hits, which is not something you're actually going to go through. That's like walking into the library and just looking for a book titled book, and every single book is titled book. Just doesn't make any sense. And you're not actually going to look through more than 3 or 4 of these scroll down pages to get the information you're going to look for. So what all of this means is there's many different ways and algorithms that search engine companies follow regarding content rating. If you're willing to take the time and learn and experiment with tags and keywords and optimizing your content, you can learn how to maximize visits to your sites. Companies like Google and Bing, they closely guard their secret to their algorithms, but they do provide guides to help you learn how to make it easier for search engines to crawl, index, and understand your content for quicker search results. Again, each search engine will have a different algorithm associated with how it ranks sites, but some of the basics and essentials are the same. So we have here the glossary of index. So indexing, a search engine stores all of the web pages that it knows about in its index. And the index entry for each page describes the content, the location, or the URL of that page. And to index is when the search engine fetches a page, reads it, and adds it to its cache of data. So a crawl is the process of looking for new or updated web pages. Search engines discover URLs by following links, by reading sitemaps, and by many other means. A crawler is an automated software that crawls or fetches pages from the web and indexes them. And one example of these is a Googlebot. It's just the generic term of Google's crawler, and Googlebot crawls the internet, crawls the web constantly. So some of the keyword targeting elements we're going to look at is titles, headlines, URLs, body text, images, social media links, and meta tag descriptions. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a couple different websites. The first one is going to be a basic website that we all created at the beginning of this class, which is the basic page HTML. We started out with our title page. We have it right here, title. We named it CIT 230 Assignment Portal, and this one's has my name on it. And you want your most important wording description toward the front of the title. So the title remains the same, and it's one of the most important HTML signals that search engines use to understand what a page is about. You need to make them unique. You need to make them relevant and clear. So the easiest way to do this is to do your research. Start with a Google search of keywords that possibly relate to the website you are creating. See how other websites word their titles, including their most important wording placements toward the front, depending on what type of site you're driving. So an example of this one, I'd like to show you. I like to refinish furniture. So what I did, let's go back here. I like to refinish furniture, and I know I have a metal piece of furniture, so I typed in how to refinish metal furniture. Our first thing is we're going to see our URL. Right here is the URL. It has our protocol, our domain, which is the site name. It has the top level domain, the TDL, which can be a .com, .net, .edu, .biz, .gov, and back here we have the folder path. The folder path ideally should also reinforce the content you are encouraging visitors to your website. This one is how to refinish steel furniture. Easy explanation of what it is. Now, if you go back down, you'll see one of these on Pinterest. Now, Pinterest's folder path is simply pin followed by a number. That doesn't give you a whole lot of description. So this website itself isn't going to get a whole lot of hits just due to its description. Another thing is going to be our meta description. Right down here we have we can read out a meta description of what they say this website is about. We do this as well in our basic web page. We can add a description. I added here BYU Idaho CIT class. It explains that BYU is an Idaho class description. You can add keywords, authors, viewpoints. All of these go into the meta description of websites. The next thing I'm just going to go to the site, and we're going to look and see if their headers actually match what they say they do in their website, their URL. So we go in here, it says how to refinish furniture. Our headers match the same. We can even go into the body of the content, which matches their description of what the header and their URL describes, including even their pictures. They have good images. These images could also include descriptions that use keywords and could possibly even use their brand name. And this is where user experience is very important. If your photo isn't optimized, or it takes too long to load, or it's not even relevant to the search, the user may actually leave the site, and that's called pogo sticking, where the user, if they don't quickly find the information on your site, they could jump right off. So we've got a good URL, we've got a good page content, a good description. Another thing we have here is social media, which provides easy access for reposting, forwarding, and pinning. This website makes it very easy. In this little side box here, you can forward it, Facebook it, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And even here they provide an instant pin. If you have an account open on Pinterest, you can pin it right to their site. This is a great way to bolster your rank, because the more pins you get, the more retweeting, reposting, forwarding, it actually brings up your ranking in search engine optimization. So when you're creating a website, essentially you need to try and think like the customer. What are they searching for? What are they looking for? And then you create a website based on that information. That's the key. If you have to dig through the site to find what your original search is, customers probably are going to drop right off. Another thing that I found interesting in the search was something called sitemap. And sitemap, just a little information of that, is building a sitemap. You provide information about each of the pages of content on your site. Search engines read this file, and they're better able to crawl and index your site, thus returning more relevant content searches. And one example of this is on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints website. Down here, we find at the bottom, the footer, we find the sitemap. And all of this is all of the information. So a search engine has crawled through this, and when we search for topics using a Google search, for example, it is better able to bring us to a landing page that we're interested in. So this is not an all-inclusive tutorial on search engine optimizations. This is just the very tip of the iceberg of this whole topic. It's a fascinating and fun look into it, and I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.